Hi guys, welcome back to this course on Android job preparation. So in this section, we are looking at data structures, and today we will look at a simple problem which is called valid parentheses. So basically the question revolves around given a string containing only parentheses or curly brackets or a mix, whether they form a proper or a valid pair or not. So given an example, a simple example, this is an open and close parenthesis. So yeah, this is valid. Given here, we have three different types of brackets, one after the other, each having their own pair. So this is valid. But here, if you see example 3, there is an open parenthesis and a close square bracket. So this is not a valid, so the output is false. So the idea behind the solution is to have a stack. So this is a very famous stack problem. The idea is to have a stack and keep a track of all the opening types of parentheses or curly brackets or square brackets. So basically we maintain a stack. So suppose we are getting all opening braces, so we will just keep adding them in the stack, and as soon as we get a closing brace, okay, suppose we got after these four, so suppose this was the string, so this is a parenthesis. So suppose this was the string, and let's complete it. So this is a valid question or valid example. So as long as we keep getting open parentheses, like these are all opening braces or parentheses or brackets, we will keep adding them in the stack one after the other. As soon as we get a closing one, we will pop the top one if the size is greater than 1. If the size is empty, this is anyways a invalid example. So if the stack is having any element and the top one is the pair, so if this is a parenthesis, close parenthesis, then the top one should be opening parenthesis. Then we will continue to the next one. So then we have already popped, so now the stack will become, so square bracket, curly, and okay, where is it, and parenthesis. So now we are here. Again, we will check for square bracket. Stack has an element, and the top one which we are popping is the pair of close square bracket. So then this is also valid. We will move ahead, and then stack will become only these two, which are parenthesis and curly braces. Again, the next element is curly brace, so this will also be valid. And then finally we will check for the last element, which is parenthesis. At the end, when we reach the end of the string, we also need to check whether our stack is empty or not. If the stack is not empty, it might mean that some open parentheses or opening braces are there. If the stack is empty, we mean that we have gone through all the parentheses, curly brackets and square brackets, and we've all of them found a matching pair. So the string is, or the example is, completely valid. We will return true. So if you look at the code, so basically we have these pairs that are defined. So this is some validation that you can have at the beginning. We have a stack of character type, and if as soon as we get the character from the first index of the string, so basically we are going from 0 to n-1. As soon as we get the character, we check if it is one of the opening one, so starting, so b1s, b2s, or b3s, we will push it. Otherwise, if the stack is empty, we return false. This means that we have a character which is of n type and the stack is empty, which means it did not have a matching pair at the beginning. Means we have a closing bracket which did not have an opening pair, so we will return false, and that's it. Otherwise, again, we will do a peek, and if it is of the same type, so if our character is b1 and the character which is peeking or popping is b1s, then we do a pop. Otherwise, if the characters are mismatching, we return false. And at the end, we return stack is empty or not. So if the stack is empty, all the brackets are the matching pair, otherwise the example is invalid. So very simple example. They generally interviewers start with one pair and then they keep adding different. So just keep track of that. Check out the forum here. There are a lot of good examples other than this solution also. So as much solution as you will see, you will get more idea of how to solve different problems and you will fare better in your interviews. So best of luck and see you in the next one.